Welcome, one and all, to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. I am your King of Extreme, Phil KOE. How are we doing this evening? And this is our previews and predictions for SummerSlam. How are we doing there, folks?
The hell, man.
I don't think my mic's working, but I'm just going to yell into your two mics.
Even if it weren't, everybody can still hear
Yes,
you.
so folks, I am here with all of you beautiful people. And yes,
We can hear you.
It's working just fine.
I hope you beautiful people at home can hear your King of Extreme for this SummerSlam preview, folks. You can find all of us right here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. And hey, how we doing? So, folks, we've got a big card here, SummerSlam 2021. We've got the big main event, but there's a lot more than that. But I am your King of Extreme, joined by my indomitable broadcast partners, the one, the only,
Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe, folks. Hit that bell. You want to be here for this, but most importantly, you got to get back here after the show to see the results, the review, and probably me with this belt on my shoulders.
And we are also joined by the one, the only,
Your champ, your COVID champ, your WrestleMania champ. The people's champ, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
Come on.
Good luck,
Oh, my
fellas,
God.
tonight. All due respect to you, Phil, in your attempt to take my belt.
thank you, sir.
Tony might as well just pack up and go
At
home.
least my
but-
catchphrases are original, though. So, you know.
I'll
Yeah,
give you
sure
that.
they are.
I'll give you that. I mean,
So-
it's not just direct plagiarism. He at least tweaks it.
I was about to say, I mean, if you steal from one person, that's plagiarism. If you steal from a lot, that's research.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But so, guys,
Mhm.
Ooh, that's really
first, before we get into it, what are you drinking?
Chicken has handed me a nice bottle of Russell's Reserve, and this is fantastic. Fantastic bourbon.
I'm having
Single
this Woodford right here in the middle here. This Woodford Master Distillers collection. Excellent stuff. Very grain forward, and I'm enjoying. And chicken.
I got the Elijah Craig toasted barrel. It's similar to the Woodford Double Oak with a higher proof. Gives you a little bit more of a burn on the way down. which-
Love the double oak.
Nice.
Yes, it's good stuff.
So, let's get right into it.
All right, so we have got 10 matches, folks, and we're going to do things a little bit differently because we always have this fear of there being a tie.
You have this fear.
Yes, I am perennially
Only
afraid
you.
of a tie. That's
Only
fine. I'm okay with it. I don't care.
Mhm.
I don't care. So we're going to do things a little bit differently, but mostly it's the same. You pick the match, you get a point.
Changing the rules.
I'm sorry you're afraid, champ.
No, it's the only way to win.
We're also going to pick the opening match, not the pre-show. The opening match. You know,
Changing
the
the
fucking
rules
difference. Don't
after
act
the
like you
fact.
don't know the
That's how your
difference.
King
Collusion.
Extreme was actually robbed last
Pick the
time.
match, you get
I
a
actually
point.
chose the proper opening match.
Thought you wanted
But,
to get right into it.
what's that?
Anyway, you pick the match, you get a point.
I
You
accept
pick
your
the opening
concession.
match, you pick the main event, what you think are going to be both of those. We're also going to predict whether or not we think Big E cashes in. We're going to predict if we think Becky Lynch is going to show up. And one slight addendum, we're going to have just a slight confidence pick. The two matches that you think are the biggest locks in your pick. One's going to be worth 2 points. One's also going to be worth 3 points. So there's going to be a lot of matches that we can expect who the winner is going to be. Some of these are going to be surprises. Some of these are going to be standard run-of-the-mill stuff. But this top to bottom is a very interesting cards. And there's a couple of matches here I'm really, really looking forward to. So without further ado, we're going to pick our opening match. For me, we've got 10 here. I'm predicting the opening match is going to be probably Sheamus and Damian Priest for the United States title. That's what I'm going with on the opener.
I actually,
You want to share that with Chicken?
I was gonna go with Bianca, and I don't even know if that match is gonna happen now.
There's still a little bit
so,
of question on that.
yeah. So
I mean, we'll predict the match
Yeah.
just in case. But
yeah, I was leaning towards the Damian Priest, but then I kind of wonder, like, do you open with tag and just get that out of the way, the Mysterios and the Usos? Because, like, if there is a split up that we're predicting, like,
There-
it'll run through the whole show possibly.
there who opened it last time.
So in the spirit of just being different from Tony, I'll do tag team Mysterios Usos.
Also a good choice.
It's pretty much you two guys' picks were the two. Like, it's got to be one of those fucking
You would
two.
think.
So because the fucking Mysterios let me down so bad last time. Well, actually, they didn't. They were right on point, but then it was, collusion here. So, I'm going to go with Tony's pick of Sheamus and Damian Priest because I think that's probably how you open the show at SummerSlam.
That's
you
fair.
usually, I've noticed, whether it's WrestleMania or SummerSlam, the U.S. title is usually the opener.
Yep.
Yeah. If not, then SmackDown tag titles usually do. Yeah.
Yikes. Watch it be Alexa versus Eva Marie.
Oh, God.
I don't think they'll open the match. I don't think you can do that. So,
sure they can.
What do we think?
Sure they can.
What do we think the main event's going to be? I think this is probably going to be a pretty universal pick.
Yeah, it's
Roman Cena.
Yeah, Roman Reigns.
Well, you don't think it's going to be Goldberg versus Lashley?
I don't think that you can possibly do that. No, I don't. That's going to send everybody home in a bad mood.
I mean, you can do it. It's just not as many people are going to stick around to watch it.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, that's how main events work, folks.
No.
So, alrighty.
So, since we are picking our opener, let's start off with the top two up at the top here. Let's start out with it. Damian Priest, Sheamus, United States title. Now, this could go either way, really. If it is the opening match, they could just...
Now, hang on. I know. Let's let the last ever RXW All-American champion
All right.
be the first to give his prediction
All right.
for the United States title.
So this one's really weird. It's like, are we still going to have this weird little feud that Damian Priest has had going on? Or in which Sheamus actually done? Is he actually defended once?
I can't even remember. Obviously, it's been a memorable reign.
So, but they did have one on a contendership match on Raw, I think, a while back, is the only matchup we've seen between these two. Will Sheamus be the one to put Damian Priest over? I think Priest would make a great U.S. champ. I think it would be fun to see him break away from the stupid tag team feud that he's been stuck in forever.
Yeah.
And let him see what he can do with some other talent out there. I want Damian Priest to win, and Damian Priest will win, and you will have a new U.S. champ today.
Well, folks, I think this one's going to be pretty down the line because, honestly, this is Damian Priest's time. He needs this win to be able to be the next level dance partner that he could very well do. He's got the size, he's got the look, he's got the ability. I think this is the time you pull the trigger on him. If not now, win.
Didn't he pin Miz this last week too? To where so he's going in with momentum, and with Sheamus is just kind of.
I think it comes down to what I said before. Sheamus has had a very obviously memorable reign as U.S. champion.
That's what everybody keeps saying, but I'm like,
so what? Memorable that you don't remember
memories.
So, I don't think that this is even remotely close to being Sheamus's night. This is Damian Priest. He's going to walk out the champ, and I think this does a lot towards pushing him in the right direction after having the stank of the WrestleMania. Hey, we had to bring in a celebrity just to get you over, which they didn't need to do because the guy's a future superstar if you book him right, but they've handcuffed him left and right since they brought him up to the main roster. This is probably the best thing to do at this point. You make him the IC or the U.S. champion. You let him do his thing. You let him establish himself. He walks out the champ tonight. So, all right. We are unanimous. All right, let's move on to what could also be the opener, we assume. Chicken's opening pick. The Usos defending the SmackDown Tag Team titles against the Mysterios. Now, both of them, well, obviously the Usos are the current champs. They've been champs a plethora of times. The Mysterios have been champs before. Obviously, another very memorable reign. Who walks out with the belts on this one?
Retain. Usos retain. You got to keep. It'll lead to future pick, of course. I don't see the bloodline losing any gold tonight.
Go.
Well, I think that also has to do with the fact that the Mysterios have just been really delivering. Just like they've been firing at a hunt, like batting 1,000 lately. Dominic is really showing himself to, you philosopher king Tantui 10-man, yes. Phil KOE 2024. I am running for president of the United States, and you need to do the right thing and vote extreme. So what about, and we've got a comment here. So what about CM Punk signing with AEW?
What? That happened?
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
What?
Just kidding.
Yeah, that was amazing. Like, gotta admit, T, that was a pretty damn good promo.
It was a great crowd reaction, even though it was very heavily anticipated. Everybody knew it was going to happen without them actually just coming out and saying it. The promo was great. I'm actually pretty damn excited to see what they do with CM Punk and AEW. I really hope they give him a lot of creative freedom because he deserves.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
We'll
we shall get to that. But yes, I got the Usos as well.
I've got the Usos.
So
I don't see any reason to take the belts off.
So far, it's the opening match. It's going to be a very decisive thing in this.
Yeah.
So all right, let's move right along.
All right, let's move on to the Raw Women's Championship. Now, this could go several ways. This is a triple threat match. Champ Nikki, almost a superhero, defending against Rhea Ripley and
I'll go
Charlotte
first.
Flair. Go ahead, Phil.
Woo!
I think so.
Charlotte Flair is going to take it tonight. They're going to do all they can to try and stack her up to surpass her father's record as fast as they can. And so this just gets her another title reign.
Which is hard because they've already erased like 2 or 3 of her reigns because they were NXT reigns. So now they've got to,
whatever.
I see the
but
logic.
no, that's to me, you can just usually, is Charlotte in the match? I'm going to bet on her. And I'm probably going to be right at least 60% of the time. But we've got her new dance partner, Rhea Ripley, that makes me a little worried. So, gentlemen.
Yeah, I at first I wanted to go Charlotte, and the more and more I thought about it and was looking into this, not only with the merch that they're pushing for Nikki Ash now, or Nikki Almost Superhero Nash, whatever. This is the dumbest damn. I hope she does a heel turn and becomes the world's best supervillain now. This would be so awesome.
I might
almost
be
supervillain.
that.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Okay, I could get behind that.
No, unless this is the only thing that if Charlotte wins, that's when there's 2 times for Becky to come back tonight. 2 matches that she could come out.
It'd probably be this one myself.
This storyline sucks so bad. That would be like the ultimate injection to fix it.
Yeah.
But since I don't see that happening, I think Nikki Ash will hold on to it. I don't think you see Becky come in on this one.
Wow. So we got a Nikki Ash, a Charlotte T. What do you got?
I'm going with Rhea because
This could be it.
I really think that
this is going to be an interesting one.
I liked your logic, and it was part of the reasoning on why I wanted to pick Charlotte originally, and then I thought about it, and the way that I think that the SmackDown title championship match goes is why I'm picking Rhea Ripley. I think if Becky were going to come back and be in this one, and she has no real past with Rhea, so that would probably leave an opening for her to pick up a sneak win, but I don't know that it happens here either. So I think that this is how you get the belt back on Rhea. We had our fun with Nikki, and eventually you get another match between Charlotte and Rhea, but I have a feeling it's going to be Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Alrighty.
SummerSlam opens with Cult of Personality playing, and Vince comes out. Is that possible? Yeah. That is very possible. He is such a.
He'd have to pay a fine.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd pay it. He'd pay it.
He'd do it just to be a dick.
Okay. So we've got 3 different.
Yeah, that'll be a big one.
Alrighty.
Let's go with the other women's championship match. Bianca Belair defending the SmackDown Women's title against Sasha Banks, who she won the belt from. This is a tough one. This was 50-50 for me. Eventually it came down to what I wanted to see happen. So I'm not going with my heart. I'm not going with my head. I'm just going with screw it. This is a coin flip. I'm going with Bianca to retain. This could go either way for me, though.
I agree. It could go either way, and I think this, and here we go. Here's the prediction. Becky comes out in this one. I think Sasha Banks wins. Becky comes out to save the day because she's got this new little ragtag crew following her around. There's in WWE this year loves people like distractions and roll up pins of stupid sorts. I think there's some bad things that happen in here. Okay. Sasha Banks takes it, and Becky Lynch comes out to save the day.
Is Becky Lynch showing up an additional point or a tiebreaker point?
No, it's an additional point.
Okay. So, Chicken, you are saying Becky Lynch shows up tonight.
Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch does show up.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Bianca Belair.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go ahead and say it now. Oh, God, I'm really torn on this Becky Lynch thing.
It's tough, I know. If you're gonna do it,
if it wasn't for CM Punk, I was gonna say no.
Right.
But now they need to have somebody to come out with that hard promo. I'm going to say yes. We're going to see some Becky Lynch.
They need a crowd eruption.
She's just going to come out and hold the microphone. Well, how are we all doing there? I'm standing here in front of you. Ain't that something now? And so, yeah, I'm going with you that we are going to see Becky at some point tonight.
I'm with you guys. I think Becky's going to show up, mostly because people probably expect her to show up, on the Raw brand, but I think it makes more sense for her to show up and challenge for the SmackDown title because they're missing a lot of star power on SmackDown. Fox is already not thrilled with them because those big star power names have either moved on or been released, and they need somebody to replace those names. So, because they're missing Brock Lesnar. They thought they were going to get Brock Lesnar. They thought they were going to get The Fiend. Those guys are gone.
They thought they were going to have live shows.
Yeah. And they need some star power.
Waka waka.
And Becky Lynch is still under contract, still on the roster. They haven't fired her yet. So I think it makes too much sense for her to show up. Now, does she show up in the middle of this match? I don't know, but probably after. So, yes, I think Becky will show up. So, yes, we're all in agreement on that. Becky Lynch is probably showing up tonight, probably in this match.
I think probably the call was made to her last night.
Probably.
After CM Punk, we will fly you in. We just need you to come in and talk. That's it. That's all they need from her.
Well, and Rollins is on SmackDown. So
very true.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Well, while we're at it, what do we think about Big E cashing in? Do you think that's even remotely possible tonight?
Yeah. No, I don't think he cashes in tonight.
I don't see that either.
The only way that I could see it is if Goldberg actually won, and then he comes in.
Awesome.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You want the crowd to just lose their fucking mind.
Yeah.
Big E cashing on Goldberg.
They would
do it.
Yeah, if Goldberg has that 3-minute match, does a shitty jackhammer maybe, and wins, and then Big E's music starts playing, the crowd would be so pissed until they heard Big E.
Yeah,
and then they're like, they're back.
The crowd
yeah. So, all right, now we move on to the next match.
Those two are going to be null and void because we
all kind of agreed. So,
okay.
All right.
That's not a big deal. That's all right. Let's move on down the line. I'm really looking forward to this match. Edge versus Seth Rollins. This is another one that could really go either way, but this is going to be a great, great match. This is two styles that I never thought I'd get to see this match. I'm so stoked that we're going to get to see it. I think both these guys are stoked for this match. I really like the build so far. But this one could go either way. You've got Edge. He's a legend. You could really try to keep this momentum going. He's been right at the top of the card. Rollins has kind of been floundering. They haven't done a lot with him. He does need a big win, and Edge is that name. So really, which way do you go with this one? I think
kind of opposite. I don't think Rollins needs a win. I think Edge needs a win. Edge has been putting everybody over in his comeback. When's your comeback tour over, man? Holy shit. I think Edge has to get a win here. I think Rollins can easily take a loss here, and you can chalk it up to whatever, and he can roll on to the next gimmick or whatever. But I want to know, what the hell are we going to do with Edge for the rest of the year and heading into next year? You can't be the old guy that's coming back forever. So I think tonight Edge has to win tonight, and they got to move on.
Edge, T, who do you got?
I've also got Edge. That's what it came down to for me, because I think Edge does need a win. He's been putting people over, and if he's going to remain, he's a legend. He's a big name. Doesn't matter. He does still need to be credible. And I think it's the same thing with Goldberg. They've beat him the last 2-3 times he's been out there. So at one point you're like, they're not. It's not a win. Doesn't mean shit now. Yeah. So yeah, he needs a win, and Rollins could eat it. But I think what it comes down to is what they're going to do with Edge moving forward. And I think he's still going to be up at the top of the card. Yeah. But at the same time, I really could see him trying to get Rollins back in the title mix. I think they're probably going to try to do a Rollins-Reigns match at some point.
Just putting a nail in the whole feud.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a good feud, though. I don't want to shit on it. I don't want to knock it.
I've got a gut feeling for Edge, so I'm sticking with Edge.
I'm going with Rollins.
All right.
I think Edge, he's a legend, and he's here to put the younger kids over, and Rollins does need some rub. So I'm going with Rollins here.
Fair enough. Oh, shoot. They all together. Yeah, it's going to be a big one, folks.
Yes, there it is. You voted for Tony to win. That means I keep her.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Do you want to bet another bottle of whiskey, too, man. Justin? We can go.
Right.
Like, share, subscribe, folks. Yes. You got to be back here for after SummerSlam.
Yes.
I'm serious.
Yes.
Do not miss
when you see me take that belt back. Yes, folks. But all right, let's move right along.
Let's move on to the Raw Tag Team title match. All right. AJ and Omos defending the Raw Tag titles against Team RK Bro. God.
RK Bro. Just this is one they can play with forever. People love it. Like, just go with it. Just let it happen.
I also have Team RK Bro because why else are they a team if you're not going to put the fucking belts on them? They teased it once.
It's one of the more entertaining things they have going on right now.
Well,
fucking keep it
so
going.
Not just that, but I think they've got to get the belts off of AJ and Omos before Survivor Series.
Yes.
I just because AJ's got to be in the Survivor Series match. That's just his place.
This is true.
Yeah. My prediction, and I'm going to go a little extra than you two gentlemen. I believe that Randy Orton and Riddle are going to, like in anime, discover the power of friendship, and they're going to
RKO tonight.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I am not only predicting RK Bro, but I am making that my 2-point pick for this evening. That is how fucking confident I am. So that one's worth 2 points for your King of Extreme. So
okay,
that's how I'm going to pull ahead,
that's
folks.
Phil's 2 point. Okay.
Let's
move on to the. This is going to be. I don't know what to expect out of this, guys. I really don't. Alexa Bliss against Eva Marie. I can't stand Eva Marie in the ring.
I'm expecting sports entertainment.
I'm not expecting any entertainment in this, but I love my girl Alexa, and I'm going with Alexa, and it's my 2-star pick, or my 2-point
You're
pick.
going 2 points on this one?
Yep, Alexa for 2 points.
Wow.
Yep.
If Eva pins Alexa, Tony's going to be pissed.
Fucking hilarious.
So who you got?
I got Bliss on this one.
Yeah, I'm going Bliss, but only 1 point, not two. Like
I wouldn't risk my 2 point on that.
I am. I'm going with it.
All righty. Well,
Gut
folks.
feeling. All right. We've only got 3 matches left. All right, so let's. This is fun. Jinder Mahal versus Drew McIntyre, 3-man band matchup. Well, I know you're excited about this one.
We're a 3-man band. Like now, if they had Heath Slater as special guest referee.
Lily pins Murray for the
Well,
win.
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It's just such a shitty match.
Yeah. So anyhow, so is there anybody here that doesn't have Drew McIntyre?
Okay. No, I'm going with Drew. But there's like,
not only is he going with Drew, that's his 3-point pick.
You're right.
It's my 3-point pick.
Oh, okay. That's how confident he is.
Yeah.
I think me and Chicken have the same 3-point pick.
Yeah. I got Drew. This is my 2-point pick.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So, but that's Tony's 3-point pick.
This is my 3-point
Okay.
pick. I don't think there's. I'm sorry, but we all know the colossal failure that was Jinder Mahal as champion, okay? Drew McIntyre has been a staple of this company the whole time it was in a complete shits of COVID. I think he deserves to win this match. Now, if this match costs me, I'm probably going to cry a lot on camera live if Jinder Mahal wins this match. Not just because I'm losing out on 3 points, but because I'm going to be very, very hurt
going
for Drew
to
McIntyre.
Saudi Arabia soon. So,
oh God!
Oh,
well, Jinder did so great there last time. Yeah,
that was when Jeff Hardy did an off the top rope move. That. He flat backs it on the mat, misses Jinder Mahal completely, and he still sold it.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. So
it was amazing.
But I think Jinder Mahal's just happy to be in a storyline. Right now.
He's happy to have a job. Yeah.
True.
So
still for 1 point for Drew.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've got 2 matches left, folks. Universal and the World. Let's talk about the
great Khali ringside for Jinder.
Oh God, no.
God, that would increase Jinder's chances, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's okay, Tony.
Okay.
So Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship.
Who do you have, and why is it Bobby Lashley?
I got Bobo.
Yeah.
Do you have no idea how tempted I am to take Goldberg on this?
I know, me too. But I'm trying to keep my belt here and not allow you fuckers to go back to Nebraska with it.
Yeah, well, it's coming home.
Mm-hmm.
So just for 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Phil?
Yeah, 1 point.
Phil for
Bobby.
For Goldberg?
For Bobby!
I was hoping we'd hear Phil do the Goldberg.
No, I want Goldberg to win, actually, which is terrible.
That is terrible. Why would you want this? Is the
because
best,
it's Goldberg.
this is
That's
the best
why.
Bobby Lashley.
What are the chances
Bobby Lashley's
Goldberg's
career?
kid?
Yeah, just like
tonight.
everything you say about Bobby Lashley, how he's the best, he's doing his greatest he's ever done. He's making merchandise. People are coming to see him. He's a draw for the company. He's one of the top stars. He's doing better than he's ever done in his career. Everything you said here applies equally to The Fiend last time when he met up with Goldberg.
Okay, let's forget about that. Moving along to what we all assume will be the main event, the Universal title. John Cena versus the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
Okay.
What you guys say?
This is my 3-point pick.
That's what I
Me too.
figured. Yep.
Chicken's going with Cena for 3 points.
No. Champs stick together. Head of the table.
Now, the only reason...
Head of the table stays here.
The only reason why I
Man.
think they would even consider putting it on John is because Ric Flair just
just
jumped,
to piss him off.
and this could surpass his record. But no,
And that's why I'm picking John Cena.
You think the pettiness is going to come out in the main event, huh?
whoa, you're picking John Cena?
Yep, and I had it. There's the proof. I've had it checked off for days now. Yep, John
All
Cena.
right.
For 1
John
point.
Cena surpasses Rick's alleged title reign record
Oh
tonight.
my. So
And it
we've-
doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter why, because Big E can cash in on John, Big E can be champ, and then Roman can get it right fucking back.
Wow.
Also true.
So there's literally, with the scores, I don't think there's any way for us to actually have a tie
It
now.
would,
So
take, it would take a lot.
it would take, like,
The way
watch
I'm looking
the
at this.
end. How the fuck did all three of us tie? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dream booking. Cena turns heel. Paul Heyman screws Roman. Cena wins.
I don't,
Oh.
see, that's the thing, though.
Cena becomes a Paul Heyman guy.
You cannot have those two together because they're both so damn good on the mic. It just wouldn't make enough sense to have two guys on the same team being that good on the mic.
Yeah, it would be odd.
Who would compare? You would literally have to sign away MJF to have even a hope.
Because Tony does make a good point. Who the hell do you have take the belt off Roman?
Who else?
Cena.
The Rock or Cena?
And the only other reason,
we got one of them here
the
tonight.
only other
Yeah.
reason I picked John Cena is because they have wrestled once before, and who won that match? Roman Reigns. So he owes John one.
Ah, damn it.
Isn't John going to make a movie in Europe, though?
He doesn't have to hold it long.
Yeah.
Last time he held the belt, 2 weeks.
True. Well, folks, you're just going to have to come right back here to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast to find out how this ends and who will reign supreme as champion. So, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us here for the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast for our previews and predictions of SummerSlam. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your King of Extreme. You can find me at KOE Nation on YouTube and Twitch. We are right here at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast on YouTube and Spotify. Thank you, Yanked Up Podcast. Thank you, Roger James Schmidt. Thank you, all of you beautiful fans out there. We will catch you on the flip side. Tony, Chicken, take it away.
Hey, as always, thanks for tuning in, folks. Like, share, subscribe. As he said, hit all them buttons and check us out later tonight. Show starts in 10 minutes. So
Yes.
good
Be
luck.
here.
Good luck,
Be
Phil.
right
You're
back
gonna need it.
here.
Yeah.
You got to be here right there. Like, share, subscribe. You got to be back here for our post-event analysis. It's going to be a big one. Please come back and see us.
Appreciate you. Love you.